All right, this is the front of the Brinkley Z3100. I have already put in 4 of these 230 amp hour batteries. I didn't film that, but I had to take the plastic cover that comes over that, and here's the this piece here was hooked up to it, and it would let air into it. But what I did is repurposed it, and I put my tire minder transmitter here. I carved out a little spot underneath here and ran the wires up and then down through that and just attached them to the batteries. So I'm planning on taking that MPPT charger from Victron out, replacing it with a Victron. I want to put Victron in all of this. So I got a fuse. I'm going to put this in over here on the wall so that there's a fuse for the positive wire there. MPPT 2 will probably go somewhere on this wall. I got a shunt and a links distributor that'll probably go up in that area. And I'm not sure. I got to figure out where that generator wiring goes. I hope it goes up to the load center somewhere. It's got to go. It's got to connect somewhere so that if you turn that generator on, you get power. So it's got to go up to the fuse panel somewhere. But I got to figure that out. But that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so here's the pass-through access in the 3100. I took the 2 doors, sliding doors off here so you can see this better. And right here is where I'm going to mount my EMS. I hope that's the plan. And then this generator box, I got to figure out where the wires go. I think those go to the front, and then somewhere back here is the power cable that comes in. I got to find it to tap in. So this is all prior to any mods being done, and we'll see what happens. Okay, here's the big mess. So I got the MPPT controller swapped out. There's my shunt and links distributor, waiting for fuses. They just got here. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that switch up there. I think I'm gonna move it a little bit and maybe replace it. I got a bigger, heavier duty one right here. Maybe I'll use this one from Blue Sea. But I just took this wire here down. This was the generator accessor wiring, and this was mounted on the wall up here. So I think this is going to go into the inverter, which is going to go here. I'm going to mount it on the wall right there, and then that goes into the pass-through. So that's going to be a good spot to do all the hookups that I need to do. So that's the plan. Well, here we are in the middle. We'll see a finished product at some point. Okay, that's where I want to mount my display. And the problem is, even though there's a space before the inside cabinet there, there's no way to get over here through this wall. So I have to take this whole panel. This whole panel has to come off. The problem is, now I had to take the door off because if you can see this screw right in here, you can't get to that because the hinge was in front of it. So this, there's another one here, another one here, another one here. There's 8 screws total that hold this frame on. So the frame has to come off, and I'm hoping when it does, I can see where the hole is to run the wires. So that's what I got to do. All right, so my lovely assistant here is going to help me. We got all the screws out, and this panel pulls out. You can see all the wiring here, and then there's there's the holes right there that I'm going to feed the wires through to go down into the pass-through area, and that should be pretty easy to run those wires. And there's also another one up here, but won't need to use that one. So perfect. 8 screws held that on, and that comes right out. This is the display for the Servo GX, and everything seems to be working well. I got no solar coming in, but we also have trees all around us, so it's probably because of the shade. Not sure, but looks like it's working well. There's the whole panel. And yes, I know I need to dump my tanks, which I'm going outside to do right now. Okay, here's the final installation. Got my fuse over there. Got 4 of these Lifetime 230 amp hour batteries. Solar charge controller. That disconnect goes up to the coach. This one here, I can turn off the system to the inverter and all that by using that one. Links shunt, distributor, Servo GX, and Multi Plus 2. That's a Mark III communication device that I use to help set up the inverter and change it to lithium and set the voltages and all that kind of stuff. So this is it, the final installation.